Girls STEMpede. Our guest today is Alex Yang, a former software engineer and now the head of art at Brilliant, a STEM education company. Hi, Alice. Thank you for being here today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
My first question is, could you briefly tell us what you do and could you take us through your typical day? So, what's your favorite part, your least favorite part, etc.?
As head of art, I manage the art team at Brilliance, and that includes illustrators, motion designers, and creative technologists. Um, on the whole, we are the people who handle the visual storytelling in the product. So the day to day is usually coordinating projects, overseeing the artwork, and overseeing the interactives development. Um, yeah, that's pretty much my work in a nutshell.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Thank you. And my next question is, did you always see yourself, and this is a little bit more when you were a software engineer, but when you did that, did you always see yourself doing something in engineering, or did your interest in STEM evolve as you matured?
It definitely evolved. When I was in high school, I always wanted to be an artist. And, in the typical Asian family tradition, I guess I could say, my mom was like, "Are you sure you want to be an artist?" And as a young, impressionable high school girl, I said, "Oh, I'm not sure. So let me just find this program that kind of meets both of our needs." And that turned out to be digital media design at UPenn. I thought it was a very happy medium because it had the word digital and design in it. It turned out to be not exactly what I expected. It was a computer graphics program, which essentially is computer science plus a bonus course load of math. The usual type of work that D&D grads go into is Pixar, technical directors, like people who work on special effects. They create the code or the algorithms that visualize, snow, water. So it's a lot of like physically based simulation, which is really, really cool, but what just wasn't really what I expected.
Yeah,
So I didn't really aim for it, but that's where I landed.
that's very cool. Thank you. I was wondering if you had an experience or a moment when you first realized that you wanted to pursue STEM, and if so, how did that realization make you feel?
Um, there wasn't really a aha moment like I know what I want to do with my life. I will go for it from now on. I will say it was more of a dawning understanding of noticing that I tend to get along with people that have a STEM background and finding myself uh, kind of utilizing a certain way of thinking to navigate through life. And that way of thinking generally coincided with, the scientific approach. So, have a hypothesis, base it in first principles, um, try to verify that through doing it actually, and then generalizing those learnings and applying it to future endeavors. And yeah, when you vibe with a certain type of people, you tend to kind of find yourself in that area. And that's how I found myself in STEM.
That's cool, and I think that's interesting because no one's ever actually brought up that aspect of, finding a career that you like. But I think that the people and the attitude and the personalities of the people you work with and who are usually associated with the job you want to pursue are so important because chances are you're going to be spending a lot of time with people like that. So if you don't like the people that you're working with or you don't like their personalities or their attitudes, then you're probably not going to enjoy yourself. So it was very interesting that you were able to realize that you liked a certain type of people who all seem to work in STEM fields. That's cool.
Mhm.